Howdy welcome. This video will guide you through a different series of 12 poses for strong bones. For each pose, pick the version that is most comfortable for you today, providing challenge without strain. Let's begin sitting comfortably. You could sit on a chair or on the floor. And check the posture, lengthening the spine. We'll begin chanting Om together 3 times. Close your eyes. Focus on the breath. We'll begin this series with the arm threading and the wrist stimulation. So take one arm out, turn the thumb down, flex the wrist, and holding the top of the hand, gently twist, giving a gentle pressure to the wrist. Keep the spine lengthened, shoulders relaxed. And release, shake out the wrist and the other hand, thumb down, flex the wrist, holding the top, gently pull back, providing a gentle stress in the wrist area. And release, shake it out. Now the arm threading. Take one hand with the thumb down, cross the other hand over, clasp the fingers together and thread through, bringing the fists towards the heart, and release down towards the belly. Focus on the wrist. Make sure you're not rounding forward. Head is up straight, shoulders relaxed. And release. Shake out the wrists. The other side. Turn the thumb down, cross the other hand over, clasping the fingers. Bring the hands back to the heart and lower. And release. Shake out the hands and just relax the shoulders and the arms. Now we'll be moving into the eagle pose, Garudasana. You can do this pose sitting on the chair, or you could stand and do it as a balance pose, either with the wall or chair for support. If you're sitting on the chair, come forward and cross one knee over the other, wrap the foot behind. Bring the arm out, wrap the other arm under, and hold. Breathing and holding Elbows are lifting, thighs are squeezing. And slowly release the pose. Shake out the legs. We'll do the other side. One foot is grounded. Cross the other leg over. The other arm up. Wrapping the arms. Lift the arms and squeeze the thighs. Releasing the pose. Relax the arms and legs. And now we'll be standing up, if you're not already, and move towards the wall for the other standing poses. You might like to have a chair and a block available. The next pose will be the tree pose, Vrikshasana. So you may be standing with the wall for support or freestanding. Let's establish Tadasana. Feet are parallel. Lift the toes, spread the heels, grounding through all the four corners of the feet. Lift the arches, lift the knees, align the pelvis, bring the shoulders in line over the hips. Lengthen the back of the neck, ears are over the shoulders. Now choosing your standing leg, turn the other hip out and come into the position for the tree pose, bringing the arms up. Find a dristi, point of focus, and hold and breathe, stretching up. Slowly releasing the pose, return to Tadasana and prepare for the other side. Grounding through the standing foot. Bring your leg into position and raise the arms. Have your dristi. Releasing the arms, release the leg, coming back to Tadasana. Now we'll be moving into the warrior poses, beginning with the warrior one. Starting in Tadasana, turn the back foot out, comfortable angle, and step forward. Align the hips, coming into the high lunge position, pressing into the back leg, raising the arms overhead. Bring the back hip forward, front hip back. Press into the outside of the back foot. Slowly releasing the pose. Step back to Tadasana and shake out the legs. Move into the other side. Grounding the back foot. Step forward. Coming into the high lunge. And raising the arms. You could use the wall for support to help align the hips. Releasing the pose. And shake out the legs. Now we'll be moving towards the Warrior Two pose. In this pose, you might like to try having the block at the wall for one variation. And this front foot is on the block, stepping back, open the hips, coming into the lunge position, and resist back with the other arm. Try to keep the torso over the center line, gazing forward. Releasing the pose, coming back to center. Other side. Find a comfortable, wide stance. Turn the front foot out, back foot in slightly. Hips are forward. Lunging into the front leg. Bring the arm back. Holding the pose, pressing into the outside of the back leg. Check the arms. And releasing the pose, bring the feet forward and back to center. Take a breath and shake out the hips. The next pose will be Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose. You might like to have a block or a chair. Taking your stance, turn the front foot out and coming forward into position. Stack the hips, bring the arm over the shoulder. Extending from the sole of the foot to the top of the head. And slowly release the pose. And we'll prepare for the other side. Come into your starting position. Arms out and come forward. Use the wall as a reference to bring the top hip back. Arm up, shoulder back. Slowly releasing the pose. The next pose will be the down dog pose. You can pick to do the wall version or chair or the full pose. I'll be doing the chair version. If you're using a chair, make sure it's someplace where it won't slip, facing the chair or the wall, hands in position, step back. Bring the weight back towards the heels and hold and breathe. And slowly releasing the pose. We'll prepare now for the side arm balance, Vashisthasana. You can gently come down to the floor. And if you like to use the chair in front to help lift into the pose, you can have that in position. Remember, you can have the legs straight or the knees bent, and you can be on your forearm or have the full arm stretched up. If the legs are straight, feet are stacked, lifting the rib cage. Lift, press on the chair to lift, and raise the arm up if that's comfortable. Hold. And slowly releasing and preparing for the other side. Move the chair out. Stack the feet. Follow the arm out. And coming up into the pose, we want to keep this at an incline, lifting from the rib cage, arms directly opposite. And slowly releasing down, coming back, shake out the shoulders. Now we'll be moving to the floor poses, so you might like to move your mat away from the wall and have a block and a strap handy. Now let's lie down on the mat and come into Savasana. And just take a full breath to relax. Next pose will be Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose. Stamp the feet on the floor, knees parallel. Either the arms are straight out or elbows bent, and you could use the block between the knees. That's your choice. Inhale, lift into the pose. Press into the elbows or clasp the hands behind the back. Lift onto the shoulders. Press the feet and knees forward, engaging the whole back body. Slowly releasing the pose. Bring the knees gently up to the chest and relax. Rolling over to the abdomen. Next pose will be the cobra pose or the flying locust, your choice. Forehead is on the floor. Feet a comfortable distance apart, arms alongside the body or in position for cobra. Inhale, lift into the pose. Make sure to lengthen the back of the neck. Slowly release. And turn back over into Savasana on the back. Moving into the forward bends with Supta Padangusthasana number 2. You can have both knees bent using the strap or hold the toe with your fingers. Stretch the opposite leg out and open the leg out to the side. Resist back with the opposite hip. Both shoulder blades in contact with the floor, head pressing into the floor. The outstretched leg is pressing down. And slowly come back to center. Release the leg, change to the opposite side. Inhale, lengthen and open to the side. Breathe. Check the shoulders are pressing against the floor. Slowly raising up. Release the leg, shake the legs out. Next is Urdhva Paschimottanasana, the forward, upraise forward bend. So bring both knees to the chest. You can use your strap or hold the toes with your fingers. Press both feet, soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Ankles are flexed, knees are straight. Keep the sacrum in contact with the floor. Engage the quadriceps. Shoulders are pressing back into the floor. And slowly release the pose. Now we'll be gently coming up to sitting. We'll prepare for the half spinal twist. Sitting comfortably with the legs out, bring the right knee up to the chest. You can bend the bottom leg or keep the legs straight out, whichever you prefer. Make sure both hips are grounded, sits bones grounded. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale into the twist. Use the arm position that holds your twist without stressing the shoulders. Slowly releasing. Stretching, lengthening the spine, and prepare for the other side. Coming into the starting position of your choice. Inhale to lengthen and exhale into the twist. Slowly releasing the pose and bring both knees up, lengthening the spine. That completes the poses. We'll move into the relaxation pose with the legs on the chair. Or if you prefer, you could come into Savasana. Just lie on the back, Bring the legs up onto the chair. Try to have a 90-degree angle at the knees and at the hips. And completely relax. Roll the head gently. Take a full breath and relax. You can relax for the next 3 to 5 minutes, enjoying the vibration of the eternal Om. Let the body assimilate all the benefits of the poses in this relaxation pose. When you come out of relaxation, take a few minutes for your pranayama practice so you can continue into the day with strength and balance. Om Shanti, Om Shanti.